Good evening, this is Dante Steele with your top stories tonight on Volt News Network. President Joe Biden departed for Tel Aviv, Israel today, beginning his wartime trip to the embattled region. Biden had also intended to travel to Jordan after visiting Israel. In Jordan, he planned to meet with King Abdullah II and Palestinian Mahmoud Abbas to discuss the escalating conflict in Gaza. However, due to the worsening situation on the ground and days of mourning announced by Abbas, Biden has canceled the Jordan leg of his trip. A deadly blast at a hospital in Gaza killed over 200 people on Tuesday, and both Palestinian officials and the Israeli military blamed each other for the attack. In light of these rising tensions and loss of civilian life, Biden will no longer continue on from Israel to meet with leaders in Jordan as originally scheduled. Jim Jordan of Ohio failed to secure the necessary 217 votes to become Speaker of the House in the first round of voting earlier today. He received 200 votes, while Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries received 212 votes. 20 Republican members did not vote for Jordan. Some voted for other Republican candidates. Jordan and his supporters are pushing for another vote on the speakership, while Democrats are celebrating Jordan's failure in the first vote. The DNC called it a victory and said Republicans are incapable of governing. Attention is focused on the dissenting Republican members and whether their numbers will grow, making it harder for Jordan to win on subsequent ballots. The vote margin is tight for Republicans. The U.S. Commerce Department has announced that it is expanding export controls on semiconductor chips and related equipment to China. This adds more restrictions beyond the sweeping chip curbs already announced by the Biden administration. Companies like NVIDIA will now be restricted from selling advanced artificial intelligence chips and equipment needed to produce them to China. The new rules also require companies to notify the U.S. government and obtain licenses when planning to ship advanced chips to 21 other countries subject to U.S. arms embargoes. This comes on the heels of unsanctioned arms deals between embargoed countries and expanding domestic chip development in China. These are your top stories tonight on Volt News Network. Enjoy your night and come back tomorrow to get amped on some important news. Good night.